Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Glazers Out, the protest today, it's happening. How are you all feeling about it? Where are you watching this from? Let me know. As you know, I can't be at the protests because my leg, let me get it out for you now. My leg is currently in a cast. So I can't go anywhere near Old Trafford, but there's thousands of Reds who are outside Old Trafford. So what I'm going to do in this stream is probably for maybe the next hour or so, I'm going to bring you live reporting from Old Trafford, videos, pictures of everything that's going on. And I want to know what you think about the protests, about the meaning behind the protests, about what you want at Manchester United, the change you want at Manchester United. There's so many things that really have happened over the last week or two that nobody would have expected at all. And it's kind of blowing me away a little bit because I'll be honest, like football's got a bit boring is the wrong word, but I felt very disconnected from football over the last few months. And then the European Super League happened, and that made me feel even more disconnected with the club that I love. But within the space of a few days, it went from I genuinely felt like my club was dying to all of a sudden Ed Woodward's resigned, and now the Glazers Out momentum is stronger than it has been in such a long time. And that is hugely important. So what I'm going to do in this stream is I'm going to speak about it. I'm going to bring you, as I said, live photos, live videos, anything from the protests. I'm going to bring it from my Twitter account. Just have a look here, what's going on. So at the moment, this is quite interesting, actually. I'll show you this video here. This one is from Red Issue, I think. So the reason that's significant there is because obviously that is not Old Trafford. That's outside the Lowry, which is where Manchester United, obviously, that's the team hotel that we always stay at before the games. And we play Liverpool in just under 2 hours. And the United fans have decided, rightly or wrongly, you can decide there, to protest outside the Lowry to kind of stop the team bus from going to Old Trafford, to disrupt the game, to disrupt Manchester United playing Liverpool today, to make as big an impact as possible. You can decide, as I said, whether that is the right or wrong thing to do, but that's what they're doing. Let's bring you more videos. As I said, what this live stream is going to be me talking for a bit, but me mainly bringing you as many videos and as many photos from the protest as I possibly can, because I know it's 4:30. That's 4:30 kickoff. Oh, well, I didn't know. Is it really 4:30? Man, that shows how much I'm up to date. Is it 4:30 kickoff? Let me have a look. It is 4:30. Well, so 2 hours and 24 minutes away, Manchester United play Liverpool. I should probably know what time the kickoff is. But let's have a quick look here at what's going on. I'm just going to keep bringing you as many videos as possible from the protest here. You've got Stretty News. Lads, they're over there. This is from the protest directly. I'm so jealous that I'm not there. I genuinely am, because I would love to be there. 2010 was great, but this one feels like it might be a little bit louder. Webby O'Neill there saying that United fans have actually broken through the barriers at Old Trafford. Obviously, the barriers are there to stop the protesters going through through into Old Trafford. Well, around Old Trafford anyway. They cut that off, but by the sounds of it, those barriers have not survived. It's awesome. It really is. Just Someone there asking why they're not wearing masks. Obviously, I hope that everyone's trying to be as COVID safe as possible. But when you're protesting, I suppose that's quite difficult. That really is quite difficult. Let's have a look. How many people, let me know in the comments below, how many people do you think will actually turn up today for the protests? Because there are going to be a lot of people. My prediction there. Comment there from Thomas O'Flaherty saying 10,000 people predicted. It'll be awesome if 10,000 turn up. And especially when you think about it, Old Trafford, it's not open. You know, it's a game behind closed doors. So if 10,000 people go to Old Trafford, they're only going there for one reason only. And that is to protest against the Glazers and make sure that everybody has their voices heard. Carl Anker there, who writes for The Athletic, saying, would estimate the crowd size has moved into the thousands now. Some movement towards what I think is the team coach entrance. As I said, so at the moment, if you go over to Red Issue, obviously the old United fan team, which, well, they've led a lot of the protest. They're saying 15 minutes ago, they're saying 15 police vans off Chapel Street, protesters blocking the street. And as I said, they're protesting down outside the Lowry, which is where the United team bus is. And we play, as I've correctly stated, well, not really correctly, but in the end, 4:30, we play Liverpool. So we've got just over 2 hours until the kickoff against Liverpool. And certain protesters have gone and disrupted the team bus from getting to Old Trafford. That's what's going on at the moment. I've got Carl Anker here again from The Athletic saying a number of fans have been drinking, but for the most part, the most agitated protesters have been is their chants towards rival clubs. Understand there was a small scuffle before 1 p.m. As I said, this is all unfolding as it happens. So this is live reporting. I'm doing it and reading it as you are as well. But it's really important that I do this because, as I said, I want this to get the biggest coverage possible. Obviously, we're doing we're part of the social media blackout that's happening, so we won't be tweeting. We won't be doing anything on Facebook. This is the only place where we're going to be doing anything over this weekend up until Monday. That's just on YouTube. So if you are new, there's over 500 of you watching right now, and I bet 500 of you are not subscribed. So make sure you drop a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe. And if you want me to read your comments out, send in a super chat. I'll pop it on screen, and I'll read them out. Got Scott Patterson there, obviously from Republican Mancunia. Another great United account. If you don't follow them on Twitter, make sure you do. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, there's my name, Sam Peoples _. If you say, you can send questions in there as well. If you want to get your voice heard, that's what it's all about. And maybe I'll even do a few phone-ins as well. I've got a good set of lads that I know. They've all gone up to Old Trafford today. So hopefully one of them will give me a message. Let me see if any of them message me. No, not yet. Right. But what's your feeling ahead of today? You know, in fact, what's your feeling about the game? Do you think United will beat Liverpool today? You know, in the grand scheme of things, United playing Liverpool is always one of the biggest games of the season. But it just so happens that today, I'd argue something more important is happening. And that is these protests. I've got United Journal here. Another little video saying fans protesting against the Glazers. Let's have a look at that. More videos. That's what we want. We want lots of videos today. Mate, this really is awesome. I'm loving the fact this is happening right now because for a long time, I mean, you know me on this channel by now, I've really been, well, I've hated the Glazers for a long time. and I've done plenty of videos exposing what I felt was their strategy at the club and trying to turn us into a top 4 cash cow, effectively maybe moving us more to an Arsenal type business model where the only thing that was important was a top 4 finish, was Champions League football and Champions League money. And as soon as we didn't have that, the spending would go up the following year because we've lost out on that. So we need to get back in it. And as soon as we get back in it, the spending is restricted. And that cycle's repeated itself. I've seen nothing to suggest that that really is not the business model. And the fact that the Glazers actually came out and tried to do what they did with the European Super League, it was disgusting. It really was disgusting. But it only furthers the logic and the idea that the Glazers don't care about Man United at all, not as a football club. And the only thing they want is more money. And that's unfortunately the truth. But I've covered it a lot. So for me, seeing these protests and the vitriol, the national sentiment against foreign ownership now is brilliant. It's absolutely fantastic. Obviously, Arsenal, what's going to be going on this week with Spotify, with, I can't remember the name of the bloke, but their owner, the owner of Spotify, wants to buy Arsenal, but Kroenkes have come out and they don't want to sell. A bit like the Glazers don't want to sell, but hopefully this momentum can continue. Because imagine we've got rid of the Glazers. It's great. Carl Anker here from The Athletic. See what the video he's popping up here. That's a lot of people, he says. Well, it does look like a lot of people. United Journal, they're saying the bulk of the protesters are now by the Sir Bobby Charlton stand where the team coaches arrive. So this is going to be a very interesting point in these protests. I was going to presume, let's have a look at Red Issue again, see if there's any update from those guys. I'm guessing the team bus has left. Don't know. 22 minutes ago there, saying United still unable to leave. I don't know whether that has changed or not. But do you think there's any chance the game doesn't go ahead today? Do you think there's any chance that these protests are going to continue and be loud enough that the game won't happen? I don't personally think that's probably going to happen, but you never know. You never know. No, that's only a 4-second video. Won't watch that one. Let's read some of your comments out. Daniel Eck, that's it. Christoph, thank you there. His name is Daniel Eck. That's the guy who wants to buy Arsenal. Right. So there's nothing official yet speaking about the fact that the game might be delayed. But, I mean, if the protests keep going on and if the protests are this loud, then there's every chance it might be. And that would be a huge statement. Huge, huge statement. Glazers are done. 50+1. Now, obviously, I've done a video this week. I spoke with Matt Ford from DW Sports and United We Stand. And I spoke to Felix Tamza, another journalist from DW Sports. Both of those guys live out in Cologne, I think it is. And they know a little bit more about 50+1 than I do because they work inside the Bundesliga. And that's where the 50+1 model exists. What is that? Mate, they've got in Old Trafford. What is going on there? Should I be laughing at that? I'm not sure if I should be laughing at that, but hell yeah, I'm laughing at that. Mate, they got in Old Trafford. What is going on there?
20 times, Man United. 20 times, I say. 20 times.
Mate, what is going on? That is mad. That is mad. There is absolutely no way this game goes ahead if this continues. Stretford Paddock, they're there as well.
We want Glazers out.
Literally on the pitch at Old Trafford, green and gold flares. There is absolutely no way this game goes ahead at this rate.
It's gonna die! Keep moving!
Wow. That's amazing. That is amazing. The cameras are there. I've got to clap that. That is fucking incredible. That is incredible that this is happening. What the hell is going on with the... My God. I can't believe that's happening. That is sensational. That is truly, truly sensational. Sorry, I've got to share that. I've got to update the thumbnail, I think. There is no... They're on the pitch at Old Trafford. That is the best thing that could have happened, right? The most important thing today. Look, I know the football is extremely important, and I don't want to belittle that, and I certainly don't want to belittle a game against Liverpool, but that image right there is outstanding. There's absolutely no way from a safety perspective that game can go ahead now. Not until they get all those fans off the pitch. But what is the security doing? What are Manchester United doing? They knew what was going to happen today, and they've allowed people to break in. Mate, there's hundreds of people on the pitch. That's not just a couple of people. Wow. I'm staggered. I'm staggered that has happened. I'm staggered that's been allowed to happen by Manchester United. What is the security doing? Apart from absolutely nothing. But geez, if you want to see a powerful statement and a powerful image, you're not going to get more powerful than the protesters being on the pitch. That's I don't know. I'm kind of speechless. I'm kind of speechless as to what is happening there. Let's see if we can get some videos of it. Some more videos. Let's go back over here. See what's going on. No, there's no way. There's absolutely no way that game goes ahead. Another video hit.
It's gonna die! Keep moving!
That's the same video, isn't it? Protesters have stepped onto the pitch. Yes, they have. See if anyone's going to join in. Mate, I can't believe that. I'm genuinely staggered. I've read issue there. Another video from the lads over there. They're basically saying that it doesn't look like the team bus has left the Lowry yet then. The video's not loading. That's very good.
It's gonna die! It's gonna die! Welcome, gonna die! We've got Glazers Out to real Glazers Out! You so bastard! Kino!
So the fans there, obviously going up to where the TV cameras are, the TV studios. Sounds like Rio Ferdinand's there, maybe Keane as well. I can't believe it. I'm genuinely staggered. You can see it. I'm genuinely like semi-speechless. There's no way this game goes ahead. There's no way this game goes ahead in 2 hours. They're on the pitch. Oh, no. No. Wan-Bissaka to pocket this man today. I mean, Wan-Bissaka's been cracking the last few games, isn't he? I don't know what to say. I genuinely do not know what to say. That's so significant. I can't really state that enough. You've seen Chelsea fans, they protested outside their ground. They stopped the bus from coming. Petr Cech had to come out and ask the fans to sort of step back. Right now, as red issue showing there, there you go. So that's outside the Lowry, which is where the bus still is. I think there's a big police presence down there. But they're on the pitch. And the reason this is so significant is because Sky are there. Sky are right there. Let's have a look at this.
Hey! He's gonna die! He's gonna die! Honestly, doubt the game's gonna be on.
Sprinklers are on, keep the pitch nice and moist. But no, there's no way this game goes ahead. It doesn't really matter if they get rid of all these protesters off the pitch. Just that there's thousands of, from a COVID perspective, the games are off. There's no way the game goes ahead. No way. That's what I expect. I expect this to happen. I expect this game to be called off, and I think it's going to happen whilst we're doing this live stream. As I said, let me know in the comments what you think about this. But mate, that's awesome. That's so awesome. And I know it's the conflict really about the safety perspective from COVID and the message that United fans are sending. Look at me. I don't know what to say. What I will do want to say is I'm going to have a drink first of all because I'm thirsty. What do you think, people? Do you think? Let me know in the comments now. I'll read some of them out. What's your opinion on the fans there being on the pitch at Old Trafford? Do you think that's a good thing? Do you think it's irresponsible from a Corona perspective? Are you happy that this has happened? And do you think the game will go ahead or not? Because as far as I'm concerned, there's no way the game goes ahead. Not when these are the scenes right now.
He's gonna die! He's gonna die! Malcolm's gonna die! We've got Glazers Out to real Glazers Out! You so bastard!
Mate, for years and years and years, we've all spoken about how bad the Glazers are. And I've had so many pointless arguments with fans of other teams going, look at you spending money. Like you have no right or reason to complain. But they ignore the truth. And the truth of the matter is that the Glazers are horrendous owners of our football club and have been a burden ever since they bought us without having the money to do it. And over 1.5 billion has left our club on interest repayments alone. And the European Super League was the final straw. And this momentum, as I said, it feels bigger. It felt different to 2010. 2010 was a brilliantly organised protests at the same time where the Red Knights were hopefully putting together a takeover bid that ultimately fell short, didn't happen. And it kind of not that it went away. And it wasn't as if United fans were just doing it when United were crap. In 2010, what We were in the middle of being in 3 Champions League finals in 4 years. We won back-to-back titles. We were a superb team at that moment in time, and that's why it was significant the protest then went ahead. I think it was when the club, the Glazers, changed the debt. Did something with the bonds. I don't know. Anyway, but this here right now, fans are on the pitch. The Glazers Out protests are louder. They're going to get more noise. They're going to get more coverage because people like me, people like you, we're all going to share it. The fans are on the pitch. I'm still blown away by that. I didn't think that could happen. Let's read a few of your comments out now. Let's get a few of you involved in this stream. Abdul there saying the game needs to go on. I'm not sure the game will go on, if I'm honest, as I said, Abdul. I think from a safety perspective, I don't think they can actually verify. They can't do it now. There's certain protocols that have to happen. It's a very regimented thing, football at the moment. You have to go through certain loopholes and certain doors to make a game COVID safe. I'll tell you what doesn't make a game COVID safe is thousands of United fans being on the pitch at Old Trafford 2 hours before kickoff. There's absolutely no way that game goes ahead, in my opinion. There you go from Minnie saying, biggest statement yet if the game is called off because of the Glazers Out protests worldwide. Shame on the Glazers. Well done, lads. It's a very good point there. What bigger statement could there be? The Man United fans protesting and making so much noise that the game against Liverpool is called off. You're not going to get a bigger statement than that. Panel saying, imagine if they remove points for us for the pitch invasion. Well, I don't think they will. Barrath there saying, you should have been at the protest, mate. I know. I'm really, really annoyed that I'm not at the protest. I tell you that. But what can I do? I've only got one leg. Turbo TV saying, I got chills down my spine. Look, you can see me. I'm watching this unfold live on the stream whilst you're watching it as well. And I don't know what to say. They're on the pitch. A game against Liverpool generates viewership, says Chiryu. Well, more eyes the better on these protests, as far as I'm concerned. And that's why I personally think it's brilliant what's going on there. But they're on the pitch. They're on the pitch. I can't stop watching these videos. I've got to watch it again.
Hey! Fucking hell. He's gonna die! He's gonna die! Honestly, doubt the game's gonna be on.
Let me see what Sky are saying about this. Let's have a look. See what's being reported. Nothing at the moment. We'll let that video load. Obviously, the protest still happening outside Old Trafford as well. Great photos. You saw how many good photos there were from the first protest, which was actually bigger than I thought it was going to be. But this is on a different level. On a different level. And at the same time as other protesters are blocking the team bus from leaving the Lowry. So if the team bus hasn't left the Lowry and United fans have broken into Old Trafford and we're on the pitch, there's just no way this game goes ahead. Even if they've managed to get every single one of those fans out within the hour, say that's an hour before kickoff, there's still, I don't think it will happen. I don't personally think it will happen. Oh, there's Ollie. Ollie's involved in a protest. Good man. P45. That's a good sign. Someone's got really creative in that one. Who is it? Lauren. Fair play, Lauren. Big fan of that. Big fan of that sign. Guys, I'm going to start reading a few of your comments out now. After I watch this video, that looks good. I'll have a good flair. Let's have a look. Oh, mate, this just looks. I'm so utterly jealous that I'm not there. Look how many fans there are, man. This is my club, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm just blown away by it. Properly blown away by it. I don't know what to say. I still don't know what to say. The fans going on the pitch there has to be the single most significant thing that could have happened today, as far as these protests go. It will still hopefully be safe. I still hope that it doesn't descend into violence, and I don't see how it will. But United fans have had enough, man. It's been 15 years we've had to sit here with owners we didn't want. Owners that forced a core selection of United fans to go and build a new club, FC United of Manchester, because that's how disillusioned they were with their ownership. And now, 15 years later, nothing's changed. It's just got worse. But United fans have... Mate, I'm personally delighted by that. I'm personally absolutely delighted by that, because you cannot... These images won't go away. In the modern day of social media, this is why I said it's significant and different to 2010, because in the modern day, everyone's got a phone. Everyone's got a social media account, and everyone will be sharing these. And it won't just be one random video that pops up everywhere. There's going to be thousands of videos from today, thousands of photos from today. In a day where the Sky cameras are inside Old Trafford, 2 hours, just under 2 hours now before the game against Liverpool's supposed to be kicking off. I just don't see it happening. I really, really don't. It's all heated up inside Old Trafford now. That doesn't really make sense, but... I wonder if I can get anyone that's in Old Trafford. One sec. Let me see. See if I can message someone that's there. One sec. Let's read a few of your comments out, eh? Let's get you involved in this stream. We are living in the dark ages, but a modern version of it. Very poetic, Alvin. Very poetic. Who is defending the Glazers? Asked Dave. Get them out of our club. I don't think anyone's defending them, my friend. As you can see, we're protesting against them. My God. This is so good. I just want to watch videos of it. I want to watch every single video of this. Collection photos there. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, that looks lovely. What is that? That's a comment there on screen from Ian saying there's no bigger statement than fans can make than saying we're not playing Liverpool today because we want the Glazers out. It's very, very true, my friend. And as I said, that's why it's significant. That's really why that's significant today, because if United fans have made enough noise, and well, we have made enough noise, we're on the goddamn pitch, to force that game to not go ahead. There's nothing that could be a more powerful statement than that, surely. Because let's be honest, we all want the Glazers out of our club. And I don't really think there's anything we can truly do as fans. We don't have that sort of power. because the ultimate truth is that the Glazers will stay as Manchester United's owners as long as they're making money. But what we can do as fans is try and help steer the narrative, try and help steer where the conversation is going, try and help steer what people are talking about, what people are focusing on. And right now, no one's talking about the fact that we're playing Liverpool in less than 2 hours. Everyone is talking about the fact that United fans are in Old Trafford on the pitch. That's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I'm just really interested to hear an official comment. No journalist so far has really said anything about the fact that United fans are on the pitch. United haven't said anything, obviously. I'll be interested to see what happens. Really is. Carl Anker here saying protesters unified in their love of the United manager. Yeah, I like a bit of that. Bit of Ollie propaganda, please. I'm presuming that the stewards would have actually started doing their job and stopped any more United fans from getting on the pitch, but it doesn't really matter because that damage is done now. They're everywhere. United fans are outside Old Trafford in their thousands. United fans are inside Old Trafford on the pitch, and United fans are blocking and stopping the bus from moving. So this was, how long ago was this? It's about an hour and a bit ago. Seriously, a few comments there saying, "What are the stewards supposed to do?" I don't know. Their job. Why was that door open? Why was that door? Why would there possibly be an unlocked door? What are you trying to let idiots? Let's have a look here. Green and gold until the club is sold, says Red. Absolutely. Green and gold until we're sold. Some more Solskjaer chants. Yes, please. Give me some more of them. Amazing. So there's, what have we got? 1,700 of you joining in now. Let me know where you're watching us from. Obviously, you're not at the protest. Neither am I. So we can all watch it together. Let me know where you're watching us from. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I hate the Glazers. I've hated the Glazers for so long. I've done so much content on the Glazers. That is why, for me personally, this is so powerful and so significant. It's something I've wanted for so long because Fergie was a genius, and the only reason we managed to sustain success under the Glazers ownership was because Fergie was our manager. And when he left, wow, the wheels came off. Right, let's see where you're watching this from. There are loads of people. We've got someone from Singapore, Nero. We've got German watching from Norway. Coolio watching from Namibia. We've got Christoph from Paris. We've got Scavengers watching from Malaysia. Minnie from India. Emra from Slovenia. Gungshi from Taiwan. Ben and Jack both in Ireland. Pablo watching from Texas. It's wicked. United is a global club, right? And I know so many of you would love to be at Old Trafford, just like I would today. But it's wicked, actually, doing a bit of live reporting on it. And I'm enjoying it. I've been wanting to do live streams like this for a long time, but I just didn't really have the setup for it. But now I do. And it's really good to sort of interact with you guys because you're watching from everywhere. We've got Nico watching from Miami. We've got Andrew from Trinidad and Tobago. Nick watching from US of A. We've got Ferocious from Somalia. Andrew Logan from Northern Ireland. Big up Northern Ireland. Michael watching from England. And Cephas watching from Ghana. Yes, big up Ghana. You all know I spent a few months there. Love the country, love the people. If you ever get the chance, go to Ghana. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. And there's so many wrong conceptions about Africa that will just get blown out of the water as soon as you go there. And as soon as you... that lad there is just having a good time on the crossbar. Yeah, let me just quickly take a photo. That's going to be his profile picture for a while. Tell him that. I'm still. I know. I keep repeating myself, but I just can't believe that United fans have managed to break into Old Trafford and gone on the pitch, because that's so hugely significant. So hugely significant. More videos here. Let's have a look. I'll tell you what, maybe it's because there's so many fans there. You know when you go to Old Trafford and it looks like you got good full signal, but nothing sends. Nothing sends. Sky News breaking. When was that? 5 minutes ago. Manchester United fans have broken out onto the pitch at Old Trafford ahead of this afternoon's match against Liverpool in protest against the club's owner's attempt to join the European Super League. For more, come on, Sky News. And that is why, as I said, that's why the protest this week always had more significance than last week. Thousands of fans turned up for the Glazers Out protest last week. It was brilliant to see. Great job, any single person who went there. But today, because there's a match on, Sky are there, the cameras are there, all the eyes of the world are there. And that extra coverage is why today was always going to be more significant. And as you can see, it's making a huge difference. So much so that we're on the pitch. Let's read a few more comments from where you guys are watching it from. We've got Russell watching from Casablanca in Morocco. Wicked. We've got Boita watching from Cape Town, South Africa. We've got Martin watching from Lisbon in Portugal. Big up Portugal. Been to Porto a couple of times. Love the place. Oh my God. I'm so happy. I'm so delighted that United fans have done this. It's so beautiful. So I need to see. What's Red Issue saying then? Still no movement at the Lowry. No movement. Look, it's less than 2 hours till kickoff now. Yeah, as I said, look. Oh, Baka watching from Lebanon. Hello, mate. And Samondo watching from Cambodia. Now, make sure you all subscribe if you're not already. There's plenty of you that won't be. Let's have a look. Got some stuff come through on WhatsApp. Let's see what we got. Right, so it looks like Old Trafford. It looks like everyone's been cleared off the pitch now. Oh, that's a great photo. I've got to show you this photo in 1 sec. How do I do it? How do I bring it over there? No, I won't do it because I've got a few mates who have broken into Old Trafford. They were on the pitch there. They were involved. Good lads. This is just wrong on every level, says Sharon. I mean, you know what's wrong on every level, Sharon, is having a set of owners that bought the club on a loan, a leveraged loan deal. They didn't have enough money to buy United. They bought a club that had no debt and have since taken 1.5 billion out of our club on servicing that debt. I think that is wrong on every level, Sharon. So if what is needed to try and force a bit of change is fans protesting on the pitch, hell yeah. Hell yeah. More of it. More of it. I completely disagree. Oh, look, there's a bit of Sky Sports. What are they saying? Oh, video's not working. It's really normal that happens. Is it working now? Let's have a look. No, just not doing it. What we got here? Fans are broken onto the pitch to... Yeah, you're damn straight. Damn straight, man. I'm so happy, guys. I know I might not sound it, but we've gone through David Moyes, we've gone through Louis van Gaal, we've gone through Jose Mourinho, and we're currently in the best position as a club than we have been in a long, long time. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is at the wheel. And I have my doubts about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Everyone's had doubts. I vocalized mine a little bit, maybe too much. But I'm happy that I've been proven wrong, that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is getting the chance to grow into the job. Most managers don't get that time. But after what happened with Moyes, after what happened with Louis van Gaal, and after what happened with Mourinho, United took a different turn with Solskjaer. But what's the one common denominator of all those managers? They've all worked under the Glazers. And remember when it was going well with Jose Mourinho, and you always worried that the wheels was going to fall off, and eventually the wheels fell off, just like they have at Spurs, just like they do at every place he is. But when Ed Woodward undermined him, and remember how pissed off Jose Mourinho was in that preseason. That was when he knew he was going to be sacked as Manchester United manager. He lost. The club decided not to back him that summer, and with Mourinho, you have to back him or sack him. And we decided not to back him, and then we waited months and months and months to sack him. Interesting decision by United, but that's the sort of ownership that we've got. And Woodward's obviously gone. I worry about who's going to replace him. They're talking about Richard Arnold getting promoted from within. That'd be terrible. It'd be just as bad. It would be just another Glazers puppet. But it won't be Ed Woodward, I suppose. So that in itself. We've got Samuel Luckhurst from Manchester Evening News. What's he saying about the protests? Oh, he's not saying anything. Just in. So the United Journal. Thousands of fans are facing up police in the mouth of the Munich tunnel. Some fans are apprehensive about the game being called off, as they'd like to see it played. Others are keener on disrupting the fixture. Now, that's obviously going to be a bit of a contrast. There's going to be a lot of fans that would love the game to be cancelled for that reason, for the fact that it will make a bigger bit of noise, but there's going to be a lot of people who want the game to go ahead. It's going to be a bit of a contrast. That. We're going to have another drink. Rashford peering out his window at the chaos outside. So the players are still in the hotel. What is it now? Just under an hour and 40. Stan Collymore there. What's he saying? Oh, good old Stan Collymore, everyone's favourite bloke. What's he saying? Liverpool held back at the team hotel by Greater Manchester Police, but told to prepare for 4:30 kickoff as normal. Right. So the Liverpool are being held back on the advice of the Greater Manchester Police.
His television work. There are no stewards that I can see. There are certainly no police in here. And now the fans are making their way back across, or a majority of them, back across, back to the area that they came into, in front of the Stretford end. And these are extraordinary scenes, the like of which I've never seen before.
Arlo, thank you very much. Shocking scenes coming to you from Old Trafford. We're going to...
Oh, come on. Shocking scenes. Piss off. That's my personal opinion. That's not a shocking scene. That's what you want to see. As I said, what's shocking is the fact that this has not had coverage like this before. When the Glazers are there stealing money out of our club, that's not shocking. Nah, that's more shocking than this. This is the consequence of 15 years of thievery, of our club being bled dry. And at some point, this was going to happen. So this is a consequence of what's happened. That's more shocking than people protesting on a pitch, in my own opinion. Malu's saying they will always make it out to be negative. I understand. Look, if it wasn't COVID right now, I don't think people would be even try and call this shocking, but it's because that's going on at the same time. It makes it a bit more difficult. Connor Hill saying all for protesting, affecting how the coaches. Yes, but storming the pitch, I'm unsure about that. As I said, Connor, in my own opinion, I don't think it's shocking at all. I'm happy it's happened. Let's have a look at some more videos coming out here from Mike Parrott. Who's Mike Parrott? Is he? Oh, he's from the Muppeteers. Fans have started to climb around the stadium concourse. Let's have a look. I don't know why his videos don't like working for me sometimes. I'll watch that video in a bit then. I'll read a few more of your comments out whilst I let that video work and load. One solution, Glazers out. I mean, that is the ultimate solution. Actually, let me know in the comments, guys and girls, who say, because 50+1, it's an ideal situation that Manchester United fans can own the majority of our club. That's dreamy, but maybe that can't happen. So it's not going to be the Glazers. Who do you want to see as the owners of Manchester United? Let me know. You put your comments about who you'd want, who you wouldn't want, and why. I'll read a few of your comments out because I'll be interested to know what you think of that. Let me see if I can get a few more videos up here because I'm loving every single one of these videos. Mate, we haven't had this sort of. I miss football. I miss United. I miss going to United. I miss going to United aways. I miss going to Europe and watching United and being with my mates and just having a cracking time. It's great, United. It really is. So to see people doing this, they're doing this because they love their club. That's what these protests are about. That's what they're based on. It's about getting rid of the greedy people who own our clubs. As I said, the concept that these protests are shocking, I think that's completely incorrect. I think what's shocking is what's happened to United over the last 15 years. What's shocking is the fact that they were allowed to do it. That's why I think it's shocking. Sky. Oh, hello.
Okay, well, let's bring you some breaking news here now. These
Sky.
are pictures of Old Trafford where fans have now spilled out onto the pitch. That's what you're seeing there on your screens. Manchester United fans angered by the European Super League plans, calling for the Glazer family to be removed as owners, calling for them to go, momentum building up against them. That's what you're seeing there. Manchester United fans are now on the pitch at Old Trafford. They were protesting earlier outside the team's hotel, which is also
look how peaceful that is. No one's causing any violence. No one's causing anything. It's not shocking at all. It's just we went on the pitch to make a statement. That statement was made, and they're not fighting back against the stewards to leave. They're walking out the door.
so highly
It's not shocking.
unusual, protesting outside the Lowry. Now they have stepped out onto the pitch. You can see there's the coloured flares there as well, chanting and clapping. They're calling for the Glazer family to go. That's because of the increased anger after the European Super League. Short-lived, of course, just over around 50 hours or 56 hours it lasted. But nevertheless, that anger did spill out. We did see fans protesting then, enough protests then for the European Super League to be scrapped. Now that protest has spilt out onto the pitch at Old Trafford ahead of a big match there. At 4:30, the kickoff between Man United and Liverpool, an important Premier League match, of course, notably for Manchester City, who are hoping to win the Premier League if Manchester United lose. But looks like there is a lot to be done before that match can take place. As look, you can see younger people, older fans, everyone who's been angered by that move by, amongst others, of course, Manchester United and the Glazer family. The top 6 teams from the Premier League, of course, planning to go into the European Super League. Going to switch up the pictures now to outside Old Trafford. As you can see there, hundreds more, soon probably
Hundreds?
thousands, as fans have been invited, of course, back into stadiums. But of course, it seems that fans are just
awesome. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's important that these happen today, because the coverage is not just going to be from United fans. It's going to be the eyes of the world's media. That's important. Right. So I asked you in the comments, I said, who do you, so say the Glazers go and we can't get 50+1 in, which is an ideal situation. We get 50+1, but if we can't get them in, who do we get? Let's read some of your comments out. Colin Davidson here. He's saying it's not easy to get new owners. Don't think we would get the 50+1 with the Glazers. Yeah, you're probably right there, my friend. And it's not easy to get new owners. And it's not just a case of someone will show up like Spotify's owner. Well, apparently not. Let's read a few more. Himanshu saying Sir Alex and some players should buy it together, or someone who actually likes football and loves winning. And I think that's a good point there, Himanshu, because whoever's next as the owners of Manchester United, we need to make sure that it's not just a money venture for them. Otherwise, there's going to be a new set of the Glazers that will just do the same thing as they do. So that narrative has to completely change. More videos? Yes, please.
They're hearing the Bobby Charlton stand and onto the pitch, and you can see estimate between 400 and 500 are on the pitch. We've got yellow and green flares, of course, the disaffected Manchester.
Yeah. So look, mate, this is so awesome. Protest still going on outside Old Trafford. Someone there. This is a good comment. It's made me laugh. Where's my mouse gone? There. Marimi. Elon Musk. Oh. Where is it? Elon Musk will come and save United. I think he's a bit busy trying to save the world with space. You never know, though. Right. More news coming out here. Let's have a look. Oh, mate, some of these photos are going to be beautiful from today. Look at that. That's a gorgeous photo. Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Little lass there with a Giggs 11 shirt on. What's that, our 93 away kit? Can't remember what year that was. About 93. If you're not, so there's 1,700 of you watching now. How you doing? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. It only takes you 1 second and it's free. And I want to have you more of you around because I like doing these live streams. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at @SamPeoples_. There he is. I mean, why wouldn't you want to follow me? What a beautiful bloke. At @SamPeoples_ and also United People's TV. Obviously, we're not tweeting. We're doing a social media blackout, which is a shame because I'd love to give more coverage to this, but it is what it is, and it's a very important. As I said with my tweet here, said I don't really feel that this social media blackout will bring any sort of real change that needs to happen, but it was too important a message to not be part of, as far as I was concerned. So it was important that everybody joined, and in solidarity, we're part of that movement. But I hope that more substantial change can come, because the social media blackout is not going to solve the problem. It really isn't. United Journal here. The team buses are still outside the Lowry amid chants of "We decide when you play." Now, you'll remember that was the banner that United fans, when they broke into Carrington last week with their protests, that's when they went and actually got to speak to Solskjaer. That was one of the banners they had. "We decide when you play." And if United fans can stop this game from going ahead, we really do decide when you play. Right. Let's read some more comments out here. Sandeep saying this protest has to go on every day. Even if the Glazers buy Sancho or Haaland, they will try to dilute the situation with some good signings. I don't think they, well, I don't know. I don't really think United, as I said, this summer, I think is going to be very much a case of if we do sign players and we do spend money, it's because we've sold players. So I think we're only really going to, I think we'll probably sell Lingard. I think Matip should probably go. I think De Gea should be sold this summer. I've sort of been quite vocal on that. I think now is the right time, not just for Manchester United, but also for David De Gea after he's had his kid. He stayed through a lot. He's played under four managers now? I think now feels like the right time for De Gea to leave because we've got Dean Henderson, who for me has shown more than enough that he can be our number one, as far as I'm concerned anyway. But yeah, I don't think United will buy players like Sancho, mate, or Haaland unless we sell. And I think it's going to be a net spend. You're probably looking at between maybe 50 to 100 million. And it's not as if United needed an excuse not to spend money, but because of what's happened with coronavirus, it does make it more difficult. Laurie Whitwell from The Athletic, what's he saying here? A meeting is currently taking place to discuss the extraordinary events at Old Trafford. Man United staff establishing whether any COVID bubble breach given the fan invasion. As I said, I mean, if if hundreds of United fans breaking into Old Trafford and going on the pitch isn't a breach of the bubble, I don't know what is. Is that? No. Thought that was true. Breaking. Marcus Rashford has been spotted handing out food and drinks to the protesting fans outside Old Trafford. That's a good tweet. It's obviously it's fake, by the way, but that made me laugh. That got me. Another video here. Yes, please. Build that bonfire, baby. Seems like it's going a little bit quiet there. Yeah, I wonder what is really going on at the team hotel, because nothing's going to go ahead if the team's still at the bloody hotel. It looks like the fans are out of Old Trafford now. It looks like they're off the pitch. And as I said, as you saw, with that footage from Sky Sports, one second, let me just turn my notifications off here so I don't get distracted, because we don't want that, do we? I've forgotten what I was saying now. Right, let's have a quick look. I'm still getting my head around what's just happened, guys and girls. I really am. United fans broke in on the pitch. The Glazers Out protest was on the pitch. That's sensational. That really is better than any of us could have imagined and hoped for today, in my own opinion. Carl Ward saying fans on the pitch again. I don't know if they are. I'll try and find out. Let's read a few more comments here. Varun. And so Varun disagrees. Protesting outside is great. Breaking onto the pitch and possibly delaying or even leading to cancellation of the match isn't fair to Ollie and his squad, who have trained hard for this game. Yeah, all right. But you know what isn't fair is the Glazers owning United and what the Glazers have done to my football club for the last 15 years. So if that means disrupting one match to make noise about it, I'm fine with that. Fernando saying, we need owners who know financial management, really knows football and love the game. Love the club, sorry, 100%. Of course, I mean, in an ideal world, you get an owner like Leicester did. That was beautiful for them. Love from Hong Kong, watching from Hong Kong. Let me know in the comments again where you're watching this from. I'll read a few of your names and locations out. Right. Back. Let's have a look. No, I think that's a video I've already watched, isn't it? So, yeah, that is a video I've watched. That's such a class photo. I've got to tweet that. That's getting tweeted. That is getting tweeted. Head over to Twitter and retweet that. Just tweeted that picture. Man, I'm so insanely jealous that I'm not there. Really, really insanely jealous. Look, and this is why it's so important as well. It's a good photo there that's been put up. Banners and protests out against FSG, Liverpool's owners. Banners and, well, I wouldn't say it's a protest, but a few Spurs fans with some banners against their owners. And now outside Old Trafford. That's what I mean. It's like a national sentiment that's going on at the moment. It's not just United against the Glazers. It's Arsenal against Kroenke. It's Liverpool against FSG. It's Spurs against their owners. Chelsea against Abramovich. City, I don't care what don't know what City are doing. And it's United against the Glazers. It's a national sentiment against foreign ownership. And that is important. So, right. Match officials have been turned away from it. As I said, this is developing as this is going on. But I've said it. I'll say it again. I'll be very, very surprised if this match goes ahead. I really, really will. We've got Kang watching from Gambia, West Africa. There you go, buddy. I'll read your comment out for you. How you doing? United fan from Malaysia, Alan Key. How you doing, buddy? Got Kingsley watching from Nigeria. How you doing, mate? Let's have a look. Get rid of the virus. Your funeral's not ours. Man United will never die. Protect the legacy. And that's what it is. That's the main... It's the main message behind today's movement is that 50+1 and protecting the legacy. Mike Parrott, they're saying police and stewards holding off fans who have got into the stadium at the Glazers Out protest. I don't know what they're being held inside now. It's a bit weird. Why would they not just let them out? Oh, yeah, Rob Harris. Fans are still inside Old Trafford Stadium. Awesome. Got Mark Parkinson watching from Thailand saying, first game was in 1968. Nice. I'm no United fan, but you lot have my support. Yeah, big up Schmid. That's what it is. It's a national sentiment against foreign ownership and against fans wanting their club back. It's important. I'm kind of surprised there's not more videos coming out. It must mean that the signal's quite bad because there's a lot of people in and around Old Trafford now. And obviously, if you've ever been to the ground, you get naffle signal there. You really do. It's crap. So that's... all seems a bit quiet there. So look, watch this. Oh, he's having a good time.
Yeah, turn around. Yeah, I want to get a hold of Old Trafford in the back. There he goes. Look at that.
Are you from United States?
Yeah,
Yeah. So what?
I will.
Yeah, so.
Well, nice. Let's have a look here. Yeah, let's watch some more Solskjaer chants. I love that chant. So the game is apparently an hour and 15 away. I'm going to be so surprised if it goes ahead. Really, really am. Yeah, great comment there from Jono on Twitter. Genuinely fair play to the Reds protesting today. Seems to have been organised perfectly. Message is loud and clear. It really is loud and clear. And as I said, Sky are covering it. They have to. They're there for the game. It's on Sky News. The noise is being made everywhere. And that is important. I want updates. I want to know where the game's going ahead. That's the important thing.
I say from one way. I say respected and rising. I say from one way. From one side, flesh and white. I say from one way.
I can watch his videos all day. I'm sure you can too. Let's read a few more of your comments out now. Got KRP saying he thinks the match will go ahead. Well, as I said, I don't think they can. Maybe they can delay it, but I don't really know how a delay changes anything, apart from the fact that there was hundreds of United fans on the pitch. I mean, that doesn't really change anything. And if the team buses are still at the Lowry, they're not going anywhere. There's no way this game goes ahead at 4:30. Maybe it will just go ahead, and it will just go ahead just slightly later. Maybe that's what will happen. I don't know though. But it's better than it genuinely is better than I think any of us could have dreamed of. The fact that United fans got onto the pitch and did it peacefully, as I showed you with that video on Sky. Let me try and find it again, because right, I got that right. Because United fans weren't exactly being violent in any way, shape, or form. They were just walking out of the stadium with the stewards, calmly, casually, and it's important, because if we didn't do that, then it would have changed the narrative, and it would have been violent protests, and then the United fans would have just been pointed at and used. The message would have been completely different from today. So I'm glad that they did that. Laurie Whitwell saying groundsmen inspecting the pitch for possible damage. Reports of broadcast cameras being smashed. Serious doubts over match going ahead. I mean, probably shouldn't be smashing cameras, lads. Especially because there's cameras watching you do it. I mean, that's just fucking stupid. But, yeah. The message is clear. We want the Glazers out. The message is so clear, so loud. And that's just beautiful. Cancelled the game and award Liverpool 3 points, says Drizzy. Nah, don't think that's a good idea, mate. It's probably the worst idea I've heard. Americans shouldn't run a football club, says Temi. It's quite obvious they are here to get rich. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good comment. Right. Read a few more of your comments out here. Sorry, got distracted. Geordie saying down at the Lowry Hotel, the police are stopping fans from leaving and blocking in the team. They're not going to leave the ground. They're certainly not going to play the game today, are they? The match must be postponed. We will probably get fined. I think you're probably right there, Colin. If that does happen, I think United will get sanctioned in some way, shape, or form. But I'd rather that happened than nothing, if I'm being completely honest. I'd rather that this noise forced problems onto United, because they forced problems onto us, the Glazers. So I don't really care if we force problems onto them. Nothing really coming out at the moment No real updates as it stands. I suppose it's all just, well, this is all just breaking as it happens. Don't really know what to say now. Let me know in the comments. Let's talk about the game. Let's say the game goes ahead. Let's have a few minutes to talk about the Liverpool game today. Let me know in the comments your predictions, your predicted lineups, your questions about the game. I'll read a few of them out. But Liverpool's always a huge game. And let me look at the league now. I'm guessing Liverpool is struggling to get inside the top 4, aren't they? They're even in the top 4. They're like 5th or something, aren't they? So look, they're 6th. Behind West Ham. So Liverpool is 7 points off 4th with a game in hand on Chelsea. But if United can beat them today, maybe they won't get top 4. Maybe they won't get Champions League next year. But they really are the best team ever in the Premier League's history, right? Ridiculous how people jumped on that so quick. Come back when you've won it 3 times in a row, and you can talk to us about who's the best Premier League team. Insane that they even got added into that category. Really, really is ridiculous. Yeah, so currently there are, as I said, Laurie Whitwell from The Athletic, very reliable journalist. If you don't know him, go and follow him on Twitter at Laurie Whitwell. Groundsman inspecting the pitch for possible damage. Serious doubts over the match going ahead. Well, the team news should be out in 10 minutes, right? That ain't happening. They may as well just call it off. I don't know what they're waiting for. Let's have a look. If we lose, sends Riled, City are crown champions. Don't care. I'm not looking at what they're doing. I'm only looking at United. And looking at our beautiful club and the beautiful protest going ahead. Give me another video. Yes, please.
Hey, West guys are great. You'll never dare her. It's fucking dearer. So please don't take my Solskjaer away. You are my Solskjaer. My only Solskjaer. You make me happy. West guys are great. You'll never share her. It's fucking dearer. So please don't take my Solskjaer away.
Good old Johnny Escott. Wonder how he's getting on these days. And Ricola, a few pictures from him. Ooh. Love United, hate Glazer, baby. Right, let's read a few of your comments out, a few of your predictions. Got Mark Gilbert. You're feeling pretty confident if the game goes ahead. 4-0 to United. I'll take that. I will take that all day long. Pob will score 1-0, says Murcielago. Put a bet on that. You'll be annoyed if that comes in. So James Colwell saying, if Liverpool don't win today, top 4 is an impossibility. I'm not sure whether mathematically it's... Actually, no, it might be. I don't know. Let's have a look. What's going on here? Oh, that Ajax win the league. Congrats to Ajax. They've won the Eredivisie. Savannah Sarr, mate, you've won the league now. May as well come to United, right? Leave on a high? Should do. You should. Nothing official at the moment. Let's get back to reading a few of your comments out about the game. 1-0 says James Colwell. Bruno penalty. I will take that. Absolutely will take that. Don't know what that is. 2-1 to United, says Rebecca. Yes, please. 2-0 Mason Brace. 3-2 United. 3-1 United. Legadair watching from Greece. Again, let me know in the comments where you're watching this from. I'll try and give you a shout out if I can. Chol Yu saying the game's not going to happen today. And if I'm being completely honest, I don't expect the game to go ahead. But I'm waiting for official confirmation from anybody. We won't get that just yet. Oh, what? Did they win? What have Inter won Serie A? Or basically Man United FC, seeing as they got Darmian, Lukaku, Sanchez, Young. If you want to buy Phil Jones as well, Inter, you may as well make it a full collection. You can have him for free. Please have him. Please sign Phil Jones. a few more of your comments coming on then. Let's see where you're watching this from. We've got Colin watching from Northern Virginia. How you doing, Colin? I think I might have read that before. We've got Joyesh watching from Nepal. How you doing, mate? Got Ben Calman watching from Canada. Got Ryan Nadeau, 2-0, all the way from South Africa. I'd love to visit South Africa. There's lots of places I still want to visit. Got Polish Wonder watching, not from Poland. Michigan. Sierra Leone, Mohammed, 3-0. Yes, please. We've got Marcus watching from Edinburgh in Scotland. We've got Faizan watching from Reading. Hasni watching from Sri Lanka. Cheyenne from Pakistan. How do you say that name? Miss Wasigwa watching from Uganda. Erling watching from Norway. Not that Erling, unfortunately. Although, you know, obviously he watches this because it's terrific content. He should be watching it. Let's see if there's any more updates coming on. Anybody who's watching this from different countries as well, let me know in the comments. Is it on your news channels? Obviously, we're seeing it on Sky News, but I don't know, anybody out in America, is it on NBC? Is it on CNN? Anybody out in Norway? Is it on Norwegian TV? Anywhere around the world? Is it on your big TV channels? Because it's obviously in the UK. I'll be interested to know if it's on being pinged around the world. I really hope it is.
When they are happy with the stadium and
it's hilarious that they got a ball as well.
Secured, and we have no idea right now.
Just jump on the pitch for a quick kickabout. More of your comments. Drizzy saying it's on MBSCN. Sounds there. Connor Hill watching from Salford. How you doing, buddy? Saying found the stream informative. Didn't like the fans destroying equipment on the pitch. No, as I said, that's stupid. Because you now give people the opportunity to change what the narrative of this protest is. If there is lasting damage, it won't be the brilliant protests that have gone ahead. They'll focus on the negative of that and spin the story from a negative angle. And that's why you shouldn't have gone, no United fans should be damaging anything today. It's just, it doesn't help. It doesn't help our cause. Got Schweb watching from Atlanta, Georgia. How you doing, buddy? Santiago saying here in Colombia, it's on the news. Big up. Send me, if you can, people, take a photo of it or a little video and send it to me on Twitter and I'll retweet them because I'll be really interested to know where around the world this is being shown on the news because it's in the UK and apparently it's in Colombia. That's good. Let's hide that. Something that wasn't good from Colombia. Is Falcao from Colombia? Yeah, I think he is. Poor Falcao. Cavani, though, I hope he does sign. I really, really hope he signs because I don't think United will go all out to sign a big striker this summer. I think it'll be too expensive. Kane's going to be out of our price range. Haaland's going to be out of our price range. And I don't think we should settle for anything less than the top level. Live in Malaysia, wicked. We've got Farzan saying we need Varane. Yeah, we definitely need Varane. And let me know in the comments below if United could sign one player this summer. I'll do plenty of videos on the transfers as it goes on. But if United can only sign one player this summer, who would you want it to be? Let me know in the comments. Let me see if anyone's sent in any pictures yet. No pictures coming in just yet, but make sure you send them in. I want to see it. There is still, this is Manchester Evening News, there is still no sign of players or anyone else leaving the Lowry Hotel amid the protests. There's absolutely no chance this game goes ahead in an hour. Mike Parrott there. So the police are just letting the United fans go out there. It doesn't look like there's been any arrests. Don't really think they can't. Comment there that made me laugh, saying some of those fans have had more minutes on the pitch than Donny van der Beek this season. Poor lads. Great comment there from United Muppeteers. I'll give that a retweet. Well, no, I misinterpreted that, because Old Trafford has been you're not seeing how run down Old Trafford is. The Glazers have done their best for not putting any money inside Old Trafford. That's why it's leaking. It's rusting. Old Trafford has been destroyed by the Glazers. Right, let's read a few more of your comments out. I asked you, if you could sign one player this summer, who would you want it to be? Let's see. Got Ragav saying Declan Rice for Lingard. I mean, if Lingard is going to go to Everton, it's not to Everton, West Ham, sorry, then, yeah, why not ask for it? Augusta, Georgia. It's on NBSN. That's wicked. I'm watching from Beijing. Right, let's read a few more of your comments out about signings. Mohammed there saying that he thinks that Declan Rice is overrated. I haven't watched enough of Declan Rice, I'll be completely honest, to really know whether he's good or not, but he certainly will be overpriced because it's A, it's the United tax, and B, he's English, and C, he's already in the Premier League. All those three things means he will be overpriced for what he is. I'd love to buy Haaland, says Abazar. I'll be honest, mate. Everybody would love to sign Haaland this summer. I just don't think it will happen. Not for the price that they're going to. Haaland this summer is what Sancho was last summer. If a club give Dortmund the price they want, they'll sell him. But if they don't, they won't. Simple as that. Diamond there saying still want Sancho. All right, let me know in the comments. You type in yes or no now. Do you still want United to sign Sancho? And then I'll give a little comment on that in a bit after your comments come in. Be interested on that. Grealish. Who said Grealish? That just popped up there. Grealish or Neves? Oh, please get Neves, man. Amount of times I've banged the Ruben Neves drum quite a lot. And now's the right time because Wolves have collapsed. They really have. So now's a perfect time to go in and try to sign Ruben Neves on a cheap compared to how much we would have paid a while ago. So on the news in Hong Kong, Akwan, big up there. Right, so it's out in Hong Kong. That's good. It's out everywhere. Let's see if anyone else has sent any. No more pictures coming in just yet. But if you, as I said, if you are watching and it's on the news where you are, I want to see it. Jonathan Schrager. I'm told that United staff members are not being allowed into Old Trafford and are currently stood at the staff entrance with members of press in the TV. Apparently, as protesters went onto the pitch in the red zone, it will take an hour and a half to clean it. I mean, if they can clean it, then it will go ahead, but I don't know. Let's have a look. Right, let's see what you said about Sancho. Loads and loads of comments. What is it? We got no big mix. Actually, no, quite a lot of you. I would say 75% of you are saying yes, you do want to sign Sancho this summer, and about 25% of you are saying no. I think I would love. Well, actually, no. I think I would. Obviously, I would love Sancho, but I think United have bigger priorities than signing a right winger, as we've seen against Roma, as we've seen all season long. Goal scoring is not our biggest issue. Certainly, we need if Cavani's leaving, definitely we need a world-class striker. But for me, a defensive midfielder is the single most important signing that we could possibly make this summer. So someone like Ruben Neves, for me, is much more exciting. Frederick Philvelt, who, of course, works for Dagbladet TV out in Norway. He normally, somehow, he gets the bloody team news early, every single time. But this is what he's saying as a team today. Henderson back in goal with Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire and Shaw. That's a back four, which is very settled now. Fred and McTominay, you like them or lump them. Solskjaer, trust them. They always start in midfield in these big games, and they start today with Greenwood, Bruno, Rashford, and Pogba. No Cavani there in the starting 11. Presumably that means he's just going to be coming on as a sub if he plays, but mate, if this goes ahead, it's going to be, there's absolutely no way it's kicking off in an hour. I'll tell you that for free. Oh yeah, nice little video of someone on the pitch. Oh, look at that. Great finish. Great finish, to be fair. Great finish. Yeah, that's the team news coming out. Look, right, something I will say, and Maguire's been ace for a while, hasn't he? Not been. He's certainly got his faults as a player. That I think we can all agree on. But Maguire's been very, very consistent for quite a long time now. Let me see here. YouTube Studio. Okay. Yeah. So that's the team news coming out there. Is it official? Let's see. Oh no, United. Obviously, they're not. Social media blackout. No one's tweeting it. That's the team I would expect in a game like this. McTominay and Fred, they clearly don't offer as much creativity from deep as we need. But because we do not have a true world-class defensive midfielder, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer does not trust anybody else apart from those two to shore up that midfield. Hopefully, we'll see Pogba in a bit of a deeper role, but where he's been playing inside that formation, he's been playing out on the left and Rashford on the right. I hate Marcus Rashford on the right wing. I hate it. I hate it. He's so much better on the left. But he's been playing out on the right. Does that? Or maybe he'll be up front with Greenwood out on the right. Don't know, actually. I'd rather see Greenwood out on the right and Rashford up front, simply because I just don't want Rashford on the wing. But Pogba and Fernandes, how good were they against Roma? They were truly, truly sensational against Roma. And Pogba's doing that whilst he was fasting. It's really unbelievable, really. Let's have a look, see. Nope, still going on at the moment. No actual official confirmation from any journalist as to what is happening. But there's no way this game goes ahead at 4:30. That's just pardon me. It's just under an hour. So at the very, very least, this game's going to get delayed by roughly an hour and a half. So the earliest we can probably expect this game to kick off is about 6. What's that? 2.5 hours from now. And that's probably, I would say that's probably best case scenario. Worst case scenario, I suppose, is the fact that the game gets cancelled, which is definitely a possibility. You cannot rule that out, because it depends on, it's not just the fact that the fans broke into the stadium. It depends on the COVID bubble, what that means. And if it's been breached to the point where it can't go ahead, then it won't go ahead. Simple as that, really. Mate, some of these photos truly, truly spectacular from today. Look at that. Glorious. That's going to be my thumbnail. Let me just update that bad boy quickly. If you've got any questions for me, let me know in the comments. I'll read some out in a minute after I update this thumbnail, because that is too good a photo not to use. These images will never, ever be forgotten. Never, ever be forgotten. United fans have really, really stood up well today and stood up and been united for our club, because we all want what's best for United. The Glazers don't. They want what's best for themselves. But United fans have not gone quietly. Hell no, we've not gone quietly this time. Let me just update this. I won't be long. Sorry, people. Let me just change that. This is what happens when you're doing it live. No one do this off camera. Now I've got to do it when I'm on camera. Unbelievable, really. There we go. Updated. Right, let me come back in and read a few more of your comments out here. Someone saying the pitch will have to be checked for anything sharp. Of course, they're not going to be just checking for damage. Of course, they will check for damage too. I don't know. It's mad. Really is mad. So because the team news is out, the presumption is that the game will go ahead. At this time, as far as we know, the game is going ahead. There's not been any confirmation otherwise, to the contrary. I'm sorry that I'm just looking at the screen. I'm sort of like watching this as you're watching it. So it's a very, very different stream. It's a very, very different video. I wouldn't normally be so distracted, but I really want to cover it as it happens. Webby there saying this is probably what the formation is going to be. Let's run through it there. Mate, Henderson, how good has Henderson been? Really, how good has Henderson been? That back three there, Henderson, Lindelof, Maguire. It's working for United at the moment. It really is. In my opinion, it can certainly do with improving still. We're by no means the finished article in defence. Certainly from set pieces. I still don't understand how crap we are at defending set pieces. You think they get better. But Luke Shaw, Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka's been brilliant in the last couple of months. He's certainly progressing and getting better, in my opinion. But how incredible has Luke Shaw been? Truly sensational this season. Really, truly sensational. I'm not really a fan of having two holding midfielders, but especially in these bigger games, it gives United a little bit more defensive shape, defensive solidarity. And when you've got a front four like that, there's pace in there. There's quality in Fernandes and Pogba, who will no doubt drop a little bit deeper to try and get the ball and to try and find Greenwood and Rashford on the counters. Depends on what sort of role Pogba's playing in. But what we've seen typically in this sort of formation is players move around. Rashford won't be stuck out on the right the whole game if he plays there, which I don't want him to, but he probably will. He'll switch. He'll move around. But Greenwood up front against Liverpool, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. How well has he done, Greenwood, after what has been a very tough personal season for him? The progress that he has made has been fantastic. He's really becoming a more rounded striker. Red issue here 1 minute ago. Still no movement at the Lowry. At least 25 riot vans in attendance. Chapel Street still blocked. So that must be I'm guessing where's the Liverpool team bus? Was that Lowry as well? Don't know whether it is. But the team's still at the hotel. The team news is out, but the team's still at the hotel. This is not going ahead, is it? Let's have a look. Oh, was it? When did Jonathan Schrager say that? Edison Cavani is definitely staying at United until 2022, with the option to extend until 2023. The contract will be signed in due course. I mean, I hope that's right. I really hope that's right, because Cavani is Cavani's blown us all away. We all thought, oh, maybe it's just going to be another Radamel Falcao, but he's been far, far from a Falcao. He's been incredible. Proper number 9. And it's watching I said this in the tweet, was it a couple of weeks ago? Watching a proper number 9 at work is wonderful. He's a proper master of his craft. He really is. Sorry, 1 sec. Let me try and get some more updates for you. Mm. There we go. I think it's coming out. Let me get the official confirmation. I can't see it yet. Probably because no one can tweet. It's just a social media blackout. But Man United versus Liverpool kickoff delayed is what is coming out. Oh, someone watching from NBC. Announcers labelled it as an invasion and were not kind in their assessment of the action taken at Old Trafford. Doesn't surprise me. Obviously, American coverage is going to be very, very different. But match delayed is what I'm seeing. Let me read a few of your comments out here. George Matthews, he likes Greenwood. I like Greenwood. He's been cracking this season. Well, he's not been, not the whole season, but for him to have overcome the problems that he had to be in the form that he's now in, all credit to him. And he's certainly being made a better striker by learning from Edinson Cavani. Because his movement, I know people go on about it, but they go on about it because it's great. Cavani's movement off the ball is just sensational. It's like his goals against Southampton, for example, when he was making the runs before the ball was kicked in anticipation of, if the ball goes there, I need to be there to take advantage of the opportunity. That's how he got his goals against Southampton. And that's what great strikers do. They know before the ball is, but they can anticipate where they need to be at a certain point. And that is what makes Cavani so good. Greenwood is a monster, says LUHGTV. I completely agree on that. More flares. Oh, baby. I can't wait until the professional photographs come out of this. They're going to be beautiful. So apparently, kickoff has been delayed. I'm not seeing any official confirmation, but I suppose I wouldn't because there's no. Well, everyone's doing social media blackout. So Sky Sports are reporting that the Premier League are still planning on the game going ahead as planned, despite this disruption, with the coronavirus bubble still intact, as fans have not accessed the dressing rooms. Okay, so that's how the bubble's working. So the fans being in the stadium, I mean, I'm not really sure how that doesn't affect the bubble if the players are literally about to go on that pitch where hundreds of fans have been. But I don't make the rules. I do not make the rules. Let's see here. I'm still blown away by it. I want to look at some of the videos again. Let's go watch this one. That was a good one from Stretford Paddock.
We want Glazers Out!
No, it wasn't. That was a terrible video. But I cannot believe that United fans got into the stadium. Really is beautiful. What I'm going to do then, ladies and gents, is I'll stick on this live stream until we get like official confirmation either way that the game is delayed, and then I'll hop off the stream and I'll come back after the Liverpool game. So yeah, it's coming out now. So this apparently the kickoff is delayed between United and Liverpool, and I'm not surprised about that. I'm almost semi-surprised that the game's actually going to go ahead if it goes ahead. But what I'll do is I'll cut this stream now because I'm going to start repeating myself, and not much is actually really happening, but a lot has happened. I didn't expect it to be anywhere near as glorious as that, and I'm disappointed that some fans inside Old Trafford decided to break cameras, cause some damage, because it's given the opportunity for people to now spin this story away from the positive, which is what it is. It was a beautiful protest, organised well. Well done, everyone that turned up. Thousands of people turned up, and all the cameras from the world are watching. United fans chanting Glazers out. We want our club back. We really do. We've 16 years, we've been burdened by these leeches of owners that really are just sucking the life out of United. And now that there's a national sentiment against these owners, That's why this protest happened today. And I hope that change can happen. Today was a really important day for United fans, and they took advantage of it. They really, really did. I think we should all be proud. In my opinion, we should all be proud of the United fans that did that went there, did the protest, got inside Old Trafford, caused the problems, because we're making noise. We're not going away. We want our club back, and we want the Glazers out. If you're still new and you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I'll wait now. Just click that button down. Where is it? Down there? Down there? Down there. Click subscribe if you're new. There's over 1,000 of you still watching. Thank you very much for joining. Now, hour and 45 minutes. Jeff Reeves, there you go. Finish. Jeff Reeves, we've just been told by the Premier League that kickoff will be delayed. It will not kick off at 4:30 this afternoon. As yet, we do not have the revised kickoff time. Well, there you go. It's delayed. Man United, we do decide when you play, clearly. So the teams still haven't left the Lowry. I'll see what goes on there. But if you are new, make sure you subscribe. I've really enjoyed this. If you've enjoyed it as well, let me know in the comments. I want to be doing plenty more of these. Maybe I'll do my match reaction if we ever do play Liverpool. Maybe I'll do that live as well. Do you want me to do that? Let me know in the comments. Really enjoyed it. I'll be back soon at some point. But United fans, you did yourself proud with that. Really, really did yourself proud today.